Welcome, everybody. We're gonna get started. But first, I have a quick announcement. If you brought a gray Camry, it's blocking the preschool next door. So I'm not sure if anybody was driving a gray Camry, but they've been closed in. All right, moving on. We're gonna get started. Welcome everybody to Rancho Campana's 2026 graduation. I'm gonna ask that everybody take a seat. I'm also gonna ask that you close your umbrellas. Okay. All right, thank you very much. We're gonna go ahead and get started. This is gonna be awesome.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise and remain standing for the presentation of colors presented by the Hueneme High School NJROTC and the national anthem by our very own Soraya Romero.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, came through to the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the lands of the free and the hope of the brave?
Audience, please be seated. Welcome family, friends, staff, and faculty to Rancho Campana High School's 2026 graduation ceremony. On behalf of all of our graduates, we would like to thank everyone who has helped us along the way. We couldn't have done it without you. Congratulations to the class of 2026. Thank you and enjoy the ceremony.
Class of 2026, you may now be seated. You can tell we worked very hard on that. Parents, family, friends, and community members, I'm Brian Martin, proud principal of Rancho Campana High School. I would like to wish you a good afternoon and welcome you to our 9th annual commencement ceremony. Today, we'll be presenting the class of 2026. The graduates sitting here today have demonstrated grace and dignity over the last 4 years. So please join me in welcoming the Board of Trustees of Oxnard Union High School District. Our school board members are elected by the community to provide leadership and citizen oversight for our school district. The role of the school board is to ensure that the district is responsive to the values and priorities of the community and to provide each student what they need to be college ready and career prepared. So please welcome Dr. Karen Scher, President. and Dr. Maria Estrada, clerk. And here representing the Oxnard Union High School District Administration, please welcome Dr. Tom McCoy, Superintendent. Dr. Virginia Kelson, Assistant Superintendent of Educational Services. Dr. Darlene Garcia, Director of Special Education. And Reina Bejarano, Chief Technology Officer. Seated in the first row today are our top academic scholars who earned the highest grade point average during their academic career at Rancho Campana High School. To the top 10 and valedictorians, please stand to be recognized. Top 10 and valedictorians, please be seated. We also have several students who earned the California State Seal of Bioliteracy. If you earned the seal, please stand. Congratulations on that accomplishment. Please be seated. Students at Rancho have an opportunity to earn an Academy Cord by successfully completing a rigorous course of study and completing all of their requirements. All students wearing purple cords have earned that certification from the academy they belong to. And in true Rancho tradition, today's ceremony would not be complete without student voices. The students selected to speak today were chosen by a committee and represent the immense talent of this class. The class of 2026 is unique and they will be missed. To start us off, I'm pleased to introduce Maya Dario and Soren Font, our first student speakers.
Good afternoon, friends, families, teachers, staff, and fellow graduates.
My name is Maya,
And my name is Soren.
and today we have the privilege of speaking on behalf of the class of 2026. Standing here today, it's tempting to talk about the obvious milestones that brought us here.
The tests, the deadlines, the college applications, and the very healthy amount of stress we all handled perfectly. Some of us handled it by being productive.
And some of us handled it by showing up late to first period at least 3 times a week.
Okay, for the record, it's no secret that I struggled getting to my first class of the day on time. I had over 90 tardies just this year alone, and the attendance staff started recognizing me on site, which honestly made it feel less like being in trouble and more like being a regular at a coffee shop. At some point, I half expected them to greet me with "welcome back."
It's nice that you found a community somewhere on campus.
Look, relationships are important. Mine just happened to be attendance related.
Anyways, when we started thinking about what this moment really means, we realized that most of high school didn't feel very cinematic. It was made up of ordinary days, small moments, and memories we didn't realize would matter so much until now.
Most of the time, it was just pretending you knew what was going on while everyone else looked like they had it all figured out.
For me, that was Mrs. Espinoza's AP Biology class, specifically anything involving cellular respiration.
I remember trying to explain it to Maya once.
Yep, and about 2 minutes in, we both realized that you didn't understand it either.
In my defense, the mitochondria marketing team did an excellent job.
And honestly, that was kind of the point.
Not the mitochondria part.
Just realizing that nobody really had everything figured out all the time. A lot of what carried us through high school came from the really small moments that somehow became the ones we're going to remember forever.
Like teachers giving advice that sounded absolutely ridiculous, but somehow worked anyway.
We all know the math teacher that told us to take a breath and power pose before our next test.
That is crazy advice, by the way. Nothing says academic achievement like a group of students posing like they're about to defeat a medieval army.
But somehow it helped.
Or at least it helped you fail with confidence.
Or there was the campus supervisor who we all ended up on a first-name basis with, who somehow knew every single student on campus.
And then, of course, there were families. The people who came to every event, even after we told them they really did not need to.
And they still showed up anyways, loudly, with a camera already recording before we even walked into the room.
Or the people who drove us to school every morning while we acted like waking up before 8 a.m. was a human rights violation. Personally, my family became very familiar with the sentence, "We are going to be late."
And of course, we can't forget about our friends, the people we sat with for years, talking about graduation like it was some distant, almost imaginary moment. And somehow, after all the conversations and all the countdowns, we're actually here. And looking back, those are the things we'll remember most. Not because they were big or dramatic, but because they mattered in a quiet way we didn't realize until right now.
And this is usually the part of the speech where we're supposed to quote someone famous, like Einstein or Steve Jobs or someone else who definitely had their life figured out by age 18.
But the more me and Soren thought about it, the more we realized something kind of funny.
The people who actually shaped our last 4 years aren't in history books, they're the people around us.
So instead of quoting philosophers or world leaders, we wanted to share the words of the people who taught us, challenged us, and put up with us every single day.
Miss Aglitas, for instance, had a powerful message about achievement. Never measure your success by the amount of money you make. Measure it by the amount of time you spend each day, week, month, or year feeling like you are working versus how much time you spend feeling like you are living. If you build a life with time for joy, time for love, time for health, and time for introspection, then you will have made it to the big leagues.
And after much convincing, Mr. Pimentel decided to give us some advice. Listen to understand, not just to respond. Think before you speak, and don't be afraid to ask questions instead of rushing to have the answer. Always know your audience, because the right words in the wrong setting can lose their meaning. Not every voice you hear will be worth following, but even then, there is something to learn. How to communicate with more intention, humility, and care.
Another reminder came from Miss Espinoza. Take care of yourself. You are the most important thing in your world. Everything else comes after that.
And then some of our favorite advice came from Mrs. Dahl. Don't spend your life chasing some distant green light at the end of the dock. In a world full of larger-than-life characters, don't lose yourself trying to be one of them.
Because at the end of the day,
We're not meant to live someone else's story.
we're meant to write our own.
And maybe that's the point. The advice that actually stayed with us wasn't always something you'd find in a textbook or a speech.
It was just real and unexpected. Because the voices that matter most are the ones who show up, even when it isn't convenient. Even when they have a track record of being late, hypothetically speaking.
We're really rooting for you on that one.
Which means, as we leave here today, we don't carry just a diploma
We carry a blueprint,
of how to show up for people, even if we always don't know what we're doing.
because somewhere along the line, people showed up for us first. The teachers who stayed after class, the friends who sat beside us when life felt heavy, and the families who kept believing in us even on the days we didn't believe in ourselves.
And most of the people probably never realized how much they mattered. They probably thought they were just doing something small, but sometimes small things change people forever.
And in the years ahead, we'll meet people who are just as uncertain as we once were, people who are overwhelmed, lost, afraid, or simply trying their best to make it through the day.
And maybe without even realizing it, we'll become the kind of steady presence someone else needs to. The person who listens, the person who notices, and the person who stays.
Because being ordinary doesn't mean being insignificant. It means you might matter in more ways than you realize. And years from now, someone might be standing on a stage just like this, thinking about the people who helped them come to who they are.
And they probably will not be referring to someone famous.
We're talking about someone who showed up, someone who cared, and someone who made life feel a little lighter at exactly the right moment.
Even if they were 5 minutes late. Thank
Thank
you,
you,
and congratulations, class of 2026.
And now I'm pleased to introduce our class president, Sahara Bajwa.
Thank you, Maya and Soren. Good morning, families, teachers, administrators, and my fellow class of 2026 graduates. My name is Sahara Bajwa, and I am so proud to say I was the class of 2026 president throughout our 4 years of high school. When we first walked onto our beautiful college-like campus as freshmen, most of us had a fairly simple goal: find our classes without getting lost. Somewhere between those first awkward days and this moment today, something remarkable happened. We grew up. Not all at once, not in the big milestone moments we imagined, but slowly, through the ordinary days we shared together. And at Rancho, those ordinary days look a little different. We're the kind of school where you can't really walk across campus without seeing someone you know. Where the person sitting next to you in class might also be your teammate, lab partner, or someone you've known since kindergarten. That is one of the best things about our school, because chances are you already recognize me from either the Monarch Middays announcements or the class council elections, or simply from running around campus. It's the kind of place where teachers know your name, your interests, and sometimes even your siblings. Where the same familiar faces fill the hallways every day, and over time, those faces become friendships, memories, and a community. What makes our class special isn't just what we accomplished, it's how closely we've experienced it together. It was the late night study sessions when we wondered if we would ever understand the material. It was the lunch tables where friendships formed over shared snacks and inside jokes. It was the teachers who stayed after class to help us, when coaches pushed us further than we thought we could go, and when friends reminded us we were stronger than we believed. Of course, high school wouldn't be high school without the little things we will never forget. Like passing by Mrs. Creech's Academy of Health Sciences' very own patient care class, where we made each other's limbs fall asleep while taking blood pressure, or Dr. Barry's Academy of Engineering, where the endless 3D printing objects fascinated the grade, or Mr. Blumenthal's Academy of Arts and Entertainment, pulling kids out of class to interview them for Who's That Teacher. Then there were the moments that made learning unforgettable, like enjoying Senor Burgueño's Spanish video films, or like Mrs. Blumenthal's Trooper Treats, or Mrs. Flores's Jersey Mike's coupons, or watching Mr. Ray walk across campus in his flip-flops, rain or shine. And of course, our English department's slightly unhinged obsession with the Twilight series. What makes our class special isn't just what we accomplished, it's who we became along the way. Over the past 4 years, I have had the privilege of serving this class in leadership roles, but if there is one thing those experiences taught me, it's this: leadership was never about the titles. Leadership is the friend who checks on someone sitting alone. Leadership is the teammate who lifts others up. Leadership is a student who asks difficult questions. Leadership is the person who shows kindness when no one is watching. In quiet ways, every single graduate here is the leader. Through clubs, sports, performances, competitions, and countless moments of perseverance, we learned lessons that no textbook could teach. We learned resilience when things didn't go as planned. We learned empathy when friends needed support. And we learned that the strongest communities are built when people lift each other up. As we look toward the future, many of us will take different paths. Some will go to universities, others to careers, training programs, or new adventures we cannot yet imagine. But wherever we go, we carry something important. We carry the lessons of this place. We carry the friendships that shaped us. We carry the encouragement of teachers who believed in us. And we carry the knowledge that we are capable of more than we once thought possible. Years from now, we may not remember every test we took or every assignment we turned in, but we will remember the people. We will remember the laughter in the hallways, the moments that challenged us, and the community that helped us grow. Today is not simply the end of high school, but the beginning of a new chapter. And if the past 4 years have shown us anything, it's that this class is ready. Ready to care, ready to act, ready to lead. Leadership was never about standing at a podium. It was about standing up for each other. Thank you, and congratulations, class of 2026. And now I would like to introduce our last speaker, Quinlan Fowler.
Thank you, Sahara. And thank you all for your patience waiting through all of these speeches. I know we're all eager to get to the diploma handouts, so I regret to inform you that they saved the longest speech for last. In all seriousness, though, thank you all for attending. My nose is running. And thank you, fellow graduates. It is an honor to celebrate this achievement with you. And celebrate you should. Today is the culmination of 4 years of hard work, and I'm sure that for many of you, those 4 years were not exactly what you expected them to be. Even back in the beginning of freshman year, it was clear that Rancho was a school that defied expectations. From the cardboard cutouts of Harry, Ron, and Hermione in Miss Aglidas' classroom, to Mr. Ray's quote-unquote celebrations that, despite the disco music, were really anything but celebratory, our ideas of what high school would be like were quickly dismantled. This phenomenon existed not just within the classroom, but everywhere. Academies, clubs, events, people, our school had no shortage of idiosyncrasies. I know that when I first joined our music program, I didn't expect that in a few short months I would exchange my usual Spider-Man t-shirts for a mattress costume to advertise for our mattress fundraiser. Nor did I anticipate that I would later be standing on the side of the road advertising that fundraiser. For hours, in the pouring rain. Yeah, we don't do that fundraiser anymore. I could probably list another dozen unwelcome surprises that happened upon me throughout these 4 years. But that would be an injustice to the myriad of other ways my expectations were proven wrong. While it's true, I never expected to be a mattress mascot, I also never thought I'd see my history teacher dance on stage in an Oompa Loompa costume. And when I joined the music program, I certainly never expected that one day I would lead my peers to found our school's first marching band. A frankly ludicrous idea considering our school doesn't even have a football team, let alone a football field. But being at Rancho, you get used to adapting to weird circumstances. No football field? Well, we can paint one. No track to march in parade? We have a parking lot. It turns out being in such an unpredictable environment means you grow to be pretty good at seizing whatever opportunities are available to you. And despite the circumstances, our marching band placed in the top 3 of our division at our last competition. Thank you, I'm sure they appreciate that. I suppose our students, too, are prone to defying expectations. It's true in many cases that my expectations differed from the reality that high school would bring. I was lucky then to have people that I could rely on. People who could help me grapple with all the surprises high school had in store. One of those people told me something that entirely changed how I viewed my time at Rancho. At the end of my freshman year, my friend, who was a senior at the time, gave me a crucial piece of advice before he graduated. He told me, cherish every moment. High school will go by fast, and it'll end. Love yourself and the people around you, and take in every moment. He wasn't just talking about the moments I anticipated, he meant everything. Whenever our plans are thrown up in the air, we are given a unique opportunity to learn, grow, and embrace uncertainty. We can't control the world around us, but we can control our response, and we can always choose to make the best of any situation. High school has ended, like we always knew it would. Those moments, though, those experiences, those will stay with us. For better or worse, through ups and downs, in Spider-Man t-shirts or mattress costumes, our high school experiences and the rest of our lives are always what we make of them. So, whatever's in store for us on the road ahead, whether the future meets our expectations or defies them, cherish those moments. Take every chance to learn and grow, and all of those moments will be worth it. Thank you, Levi, for looking out for me. And thank you all for waiting through one more speech. Mr. Martin, I think we've all waited long enough.
As the monarch flies by. Again, one more round of applause for our student speakers. A little disclaimer, I do not hear any of these speeches before, and they touch me a little bit too, and also sometimes it sounds like I stole their ideas. But theirs are always better than mine anyways. But They do a great job, just indicative of our class. So with that, it is the policy of the Oxnard Union High School District that the principals certify that students have met the prerequisites of graduation. As principal of Rancho Campana High School, I certify to school board member Dr. Karen Scher and the other members of the school board of the Oxnard Union High School District and the superintendent, Dr. Tom McCoy, and administrative staff of the Oxnard Union High School District that the seniors before you from Rancho Campana High School, class of 2026, have met the requirements as prescribed by the Oxnard Union High School District and the state of California to receive their high school diplomas.
Well, thank you, everyone. It is truly an honor to be here with all of you today and accept the class of the 2026 Rancho Campana High School. On behalf of the Oxnard Union High School District, I accept and congratulate the graduating class of 2026.
Aaron Matthew Coronado.
Soraya Ileana Romero.
Lillian Soleil Ursunmez.
Maya Isabel Dario.
Quinlan Finn Fowler.
Soren Roy Font.
Ashlyn Marie Howard.
Sahara Kaur Bajwa.
Amber Coe.
Vincent Huliber Aguilera.
Brian Christopher Landy.
Sebastian Charles Alva.
Terrence Caden Lee.
Sarah Maylin Alves.
Dylan Olivier Louette.
Galilea Aranda.
Victoria Luna.
Aiden Afai.
Josephine Wong Ing.
Zenji Kudo Arias.
Diego Mariano Pena.
Lily Ann Brashear.
Zev Yosef Lang.
Blake Peter Brusky.
Abigail Alyssa Arzabal.
Danny Kaylin Bryson.
Aaliyah Grace Esperia.
Jordan Jacob Bumgarner.
Elliot Douglas Baresi.
Kira Lynn Burke.
Gianna Love Bates.
Reagan Violet Burke.
Jenna Christine B.
Benjamin C. Burris.
Aiden Stephen David Benham Tracy.
Joshua Daniel Campos.
John Gabriel Bermudez.
Nathan Anthony Caro.
Nicole Ashley Gutierrez Banzado.
Shay Lynn Caruth.
Soren Michael Casey.
Chaithia Cesari Dirigama.
Holly Jalen Centeno.
Casper Brooklyn Jade De La Cerda.
Micah Grace Grepo Chua.
Frank Anthony Diaz III.
Isabella Hope Colwell.
Logan Parker Dietz.
Fiona Dale Cooney.
Lucas Gray Doswell.
Joshua Daniel Cortez.
Allison Alcala Dunn.
Kenneth Lee Cowling.
Maya Marie Dyer.
Elise Lauren Dahl.
Brandon Gregory Edwards.
August Lee Dario.
Toshi Lee Fain.
Cole Andrew De La Cruz.
Rianne Natalie Acosta Filipinas.
Madeline Elise Fisher.
Georgina Therese Mahuyap Gasman.
Esmeralda Paulina Flores.
Christopher Elijah Geib.
Audrey Francis Ford.
Ren Wilson George.
Haley Nicole Cervantes Francisco.
Noah Hayul Gil.
Madison Marie Friedman.
Nathaniel Luis Gonzalez.
Noah Joseph Froman.
Salvador Nathaniel Gonzalez.
Josiah Matthew Galaviz.
Jackson Douglas Goodman.
Alina Soleil Garcia.
Olivia Riley Goolsby.
Ariana Pilar Garcia Fernandez.
Zeni Lila Gosheneche.
Katriana Therese Maguyop Gasman.
Ayan Gupta.
Hannah Gutierrez.
Adrian Insam.
Sofia Gutierrez.
Hernan David Jauragui.
Serena Ara Guac.
Tiana Faith Jawork.
David Haigani.
Nicholas Alexander Johnson.
Yassine Well Hamuda.
Delinda Dayanara John.
Patricia Alexis Hernandez.
Angelica Eva Jones.
Tyler Joseph Hodel.
Aaron Finlay Kerr.
Courtney Laksamana Hogan.
Noah Patrick Kaiser.
Sean Patrick Hogan.
Joaquin Diego Kreiselmeyer.
Sanquan Matthew Ha.
Timo Kunze.
Nathan Micah Lockman.
Hannah Isabel Lopez.
Camila Lara.
Isabella Rose Lopez.
Wyatt Christopher Larson.
Patrick Ivan Lopez.
Paloma Ruth Lazaro Gregson.
Yosalin Lopez.
John Louis Michael Lecedre III.
Sarah Isabel Jiyoung Loto.
Juliana Valentina Legreta.
Emily Macias.
Chloe Jade Levin.
Gregory Paul Magallanes.
Jacob Anthony Lewis Abriol.
Aaron James Perez Manansala.
Dohyun Lim.
Caden Ryan Manlutak.
Thursday Ray Liscotti Rodriguez.
Caleb Ryan Manlutak.
Tamsin 9 Rose Martin.
Landon Xavier Montero.
Aiden Martinez.
Angel Anthony Morones.
Danica Haley Martinez.
Tatum Malay Namis.
Layla Nicole Martinez.
Kyle Vu Nguyen.
Violet Marie Martinez.
Veronica Fan Nguyen.
Jackson Bennett Masick.
Taj Nuna.
Angel Joseph Mejia.
Drina Hiromi Ogawa.
Alina Michelle Miller.
Kiyoshi Quincy Akamora.
Serenity Anelilani Alamaris Meow.
Paul Osuna Jr.
Savannah Davis Montenegro.
Nicola Una Pacheco.
Aryan Katet Patel.
Camille Josephina Kwan.
Olivia Perez.
Christian Jacob Almero Ramos.
Maddie Palmer Perkins.
Rosa Rezvani.
Bruno Anthony Hugo Perry.
Michael Oton Rios.
Connor David Feifel.
Luke Christopher Alamio Rodriguez.
Chase Michael Pearson.
Storm Ethan Rojas.
Graydon Christopher Pope.
Caleb Patrick Rosa.
Juliet Ava Preciado.
Zachary Michael Roybal.
Nadia Prieto.
Marco David Ruiz.
Windsor Jacob Kiambao.
Sawyer Presley Russell.
Kaya Elizabeth Ryland.
Thomas Aiden Singleton.
Leilani Kylie Salinas.
Tristan Kimball Straw.
Marco Antonio Sanchez.
Haley Michelle Sule.
Derek Nicasio Sargent.
Kyle Christian DeGia Sai.
Isabel Botelio Schneider.
Norris Sophia Garcia Sai.
Elizabeth Michelle Seawright.
Noah Riley Tucano.
Layla Nadia Sethi.
June Ruby Talent.
Mary Samuel Sheehat.
Sawyer Matthew Talent.
Kaylin Cheyenne Sheldon.
Jasmine Rose Taylor.
Kaylani Leanna Shepard.
Olivia Kathleen Thomas.
Brian Alexander Torbron.
Leilani Michaela Vicente.
Gabriela Malie Torres.
Christine May Villaverde.
Stephanie Elizabeth Turner.
Grant Walker Wall.
Michelle Christine Ullrich.
Kathleen Daly Wall.
Sophia Grace Vega.
Richard Charles Wall.
Violet Renee Vega.
Tiantian Wang.
Aisha Joe Velador.
Gwendolyn Annalie Wood.
Naima Janet Vera.
Brandon Cusan Woodard.
All right, one more round of applause for our graduates. So good afternoon, esteemed colleagues, board members, parents, family, and most importantly, the class of 2026. Today is a celebration of accomplishment, perseverance, and possibility. Each of you sitting before me has lived through moments of joy, stress, disappointment, success, uncertainty, and growth. Some of you arrived here exactly as you imagined you would years ago. Others took a slightly different path. Yet all of you are here together. You all are in this moment. One more round of applause. So as you leave high school, step into adulthood, I'd like to address something more important than your grades. I know, it's hard to figure that out. Your successes or your careers. I kind of want to talk to you about the choices you have. So in the book, The Gift by Edith Ager, she writes, freedom is fundamentally about choice. While suffering is inevitable and universal, we can always choose how we respond to that idea. How we respond. That idea is simple, but it's one of the most profound truths you will ever encounter. So sit with that for a second. Life won't always be fair. You will experience failure. So you may lose people you love. Some dreams may not unfold the way you hoped. Anxiety, heartbreak, loneliness, disappointment, Those are part of the human experience. None of us can escape it. But your power not lies in controlling every event around you. Your power lies in deciding who you become in response to those events. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have control over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." And a Buddhist saying a long time ago that I read, says, if we control our mind, we control our actions. If we control our actions, we control our environment. In other words, the quality of your life is deeply connected with your quality of your thinking. Your thoughts shape your actions. Your repeated actions become habits. Your habits become character. And your character ultimately shapes the world around you. You have more agency than you realize. You can choose patience over anger, curiosity over cynicism, courage over comfort, compassion over cruelty. You can choose discipline when motivation disappears, and you can choose kindness even when the world feels unkind. However, I also want to acknowledge something important. This is incredibly difficult to do. These choices sound simple when spoken out loud, yet they can take years of effort to truly live out. Human beings are emotional, reactive, afraid, insecure, and imperfect. When someone hurts you, anger feels natural. When life disappoints you, cynicism feels safer than hope. When you are exhausted or overwhelmed, comfort is far easier than courage. Learning to respond thoughtfully instead of react impulsively is not something most people master quickly. In many traditions, this kind of self-mastery is considered the work of a lifetime. Buddhist monks spend years, sometimes decades, training their minds through meditation, discipline, and reflection, simply to become more patient, present, and compassionate. They understand something we often forget. Controlling your own mind is one of the hardest things a person can ever attempt. So, do not expect perfection from yourselves. You will fail at this sometimes. You will lose your temper. You will say things you regret. You will retreat into fear or bitterness. That does not make you weak. That makes you human. The important thing is to keep practicing. Every difficult moment becomes another opportunity to choose again. Let's go, Soren. Character is not built in grand gestures. It is built slowly through repeated decisions made day after day. Choosing to pause before reacting, choosing to listen instead of assuming, choosing to keep going when motivation disappears. Over time, those choices reshape who you are. Again, the goal is not perfection, the goal is growth. The fact that something is difficult does not make it impossible. It gives it meaning. As you get older, you will come to understand that adulthood is not defined by a life free from hardship, but by learning to take responsibility for how you respond to hardship when it inevitably arrives. Hey, we are still learning how to choose, even as adults. I'll be honest, this class did not start out very well 4 years ago. Hey, you were a lot, okay? A little immature, required a little more reteaching than some classes. Just ask some of these teachers around about how you guys were as freshmen. However, the choice I have is remembering all those hard times, or I can see the growth that you have all accomplished. I remember how you were then, but I see you as you are today. See the growth, the maturity, and all the accolades. And I will say this class right here helped RCHS become a California Distinguished School. What you choose does not just shape your individual future, it shapes your community. Every workplace, family, friendship, and society is built upon the moral habits of ordinary people making daily decisions. The philosopher Alistair McIntyre argued that morality is not simply about rules or abstract ideas. It is about virtues developed within communities. Honesty, courage, integrity, humility, generosity, justice. So every graduation speech I've given out here has included my daughter. I didn't think I was going to do it this year. You can learn a lot from a 5-year-old. But yesterday, as I got in my car to come to graduation practice, I noticed a picture she had drawn me on my seat with the words written, "I am kind," on it. So I left that on my seat as a reminder that it's a choice I can make. She showed me that through the picture that a meaningful life is not built by chasing status or pleasure alone. It's built by becoming the kind of person that others can trust and rely upon. So that's my hope for all you. Not that you become successful, but that you become beacons of good, that you become people who elevate others, people who build healthy families, thoughtful friendships, and compassionate communities, people who choose purpose over apathy and wisdom over bitterness. You already have the power to do this. You already will. So as you leave this place today, remember, your life will not be defined solely by what happens to you. It will be defined by the meaning you create from it, by the choices you make when things become difficult, by the values you hold on to when no one is watching. If you can learn to master your mind, guide your actions, and live with virtue and compassion, then no matter where life takes you, you will help create a better world simply by being in it. That's right. Congratulations, class of 2026. I am proud of you. I believe in you, and I cannot wait to see the lives you choose to build. So right now, graduates, I'm going to ask you to please stand and thank your parents.
The moving of the tassel symbolizes the end of our high school years and the beginning of our future as high school graduates. When we move the tassel from right to left, we will officially be graduates of Rancho Campana High School. On the count of 3, will the Rancho Campana class of 2026 move their tassels from right to left? 1, 2, 3. Graduates, please remain standing for the singing of our alma mater by RCHS Choir.
We stand tall and brave with our goals in sight. With the heart of a lion, we were born to fight, fight, fight. Fight for creativity, fight for what we love. Fight for equality and what we dream of. Rancho Campana, monarchs are we. Pride is our virtue, let's make history. We may be small, but we have a great big roar. We'll fight for what's right until the days are no more. Rancho Campana, monarchs are we. Pride is our virtue, let's make history. Pride is our virtue, let's make history.
There it goes. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm proud to present the graduates of Rancho Campana High School. There they go. As the graduates recess, please remain in your seats. Once all graduates have recessed, you may go find them. Please join me in another round of applause. Graduates, you may now begin the recessional.